Hey guys, SFP here, and welcome to episode 39 of my FIFA 15 DC United career mode. And unbeknownst to you guys, this is actually the second time I'm recording this video. For some reason, iMovie decided to exit itself. Exited it's by itself basically, and so far, I had to not redo the whole episode, but redo basically the first game here that we have against the Red Bulls. We actually did face the Red Bulls previously before in our last video, I believe, and then actually for this video, we're gonna face them twice actually, which is something that I'm gonna criticize the MLS commissioner for the fact that they're scheduling uh, us playing the same team basically 3 times in 1 month. That's obviously not common, and nor it should be, but that's FIFA for you guys. Anyways, I do apologize ahead of time for this video dropping so late in the day. What happened was that all of my school stuff, the first couple of assignments that are due, just so happened to fall on today. Actually, the last day today. They are due actually by midnight tonight, which I guess would be technically midnight Monday. But anyways, that actually took longer than I expected. I was hoping to get that done earlier in the afternoon. Unfortunately, I guess I underestimated the amount of work that had to be done, and so my slacking off didn't come in handy at this point, guys. And I actually thought for a second to basically make these videos because I had them edited, I had them cut down, I guess I should say, but I didn't have the recordings. So what I actually was thinking about doing is, taking a little break, doing the recordings, but I figured school comes first, guys. I wanted to get that all sorted out. Anyways, we see here the first opportunity by Velarde. His first touch, though, fails him, and the goalkeeper smoothly takes care of it. And here, now, on the other side, we have the Red Bulls, who have a good opportunity there, but Dijkstra, who I am using for this game because he's been unhappy with his playing time, does a fairly well save there. Um, and here we have another opportunity by Halsey, the Finnish player, and I believe he's Finnish. If not, correct me, guys, because I should definitely know where my players are from. So if for some reason he's not Finnish, then I am prepared to get crapped on in the comment section, guys. Anyways, you see here with Longo. Longo's going to pass it to Luperto. Luperto shoots, and it goes in, but our excitement is for naught as we get called for offsides, guys. And in the moment, I was very happy. Obviously, goals don't come as often for me in this season, just because of the boost here, the level upgrade we've done. So anytime I do score, I honestly get excited um, because most of the games have been relegated to basically 0-0s or 1-0s. So anytime I get a shot in, I'm happy. And we see here that Dijkstra does an amazing save, and that's the great thing about our team at the moment. I don't see us having a goalkeeper situation anytime soon. I mean, Hamid, and here we lose the ball stupidly, and McCarthy gets it. But again, another save by Dijkstra. And now, just as I was mentioning before, we do not have a goalkeeping issue here. Hamid is great. Uh, Gallese is great too. I'm fairly confident in those two. I'm fairly confident in Dijkstra, as we see here. The only one that I'm not confident in is Spies, and that's just because we just got him this season, and so I haven't really used him that much, considering Gallese has been unhappy with his playing time too. So I've been rotating between Hamid and Gallese for most of the time. But maybe as we go into the season and as things on the table seem to clear up, maybe we'll have enough room to give the youngster a try. And here we see that nothing much happened after that. It seems that the Red Bulls have a slight advantage shot-wise, but I think everything else has been fairly even. And as you see Cooper, another youngster here, our youth academy player, manages to get the ball away from the attacker, and that's it for the first half, guys. 0-0. And as we see there really quickly, possession-wise, it's been fairly even as well. We have 45%, they have 55%, which I think is one of the highest ones that I've had at the end of a half, I should say. Because I know I've been saying that typically we don't have more possession than the team that we're facing, but after seeing a couple of games towards the end here, I've noticed that actually that's not necessarily true. That we've actually managed to get a couple of, we've managed to overpossess a couple of teams. That's not the norm, obviously, but at least like it's progress. And here we see a good opportunity for Velarde. Unfortunately, that 1 second that he took uh, to basically position himself in a better spot to take the shot was enough for the defender to kind of poke it and basically weaken Velarde's shot. And here we have on the other side here Sal Sizzo, not Sizzo, excuse me, passes it to McCarthy. McCarthy with a header, and that is very, very unfortunate, guys. I actually am fairly disappointed. Not in Dexter itself, but just the fact that I got scored on by such a weak, um, or at least savable opportunity. Dykstra has been very well this season. He's made some amazing saves, and the fact that that's all it took to beat him is something of a anticlimax, I should say. Again, all alone, no one's defending him, and I think it's my youngster, who I can't remember his name right now. Um, oh no, Cooper. Yeah, my youngster Cooper, showing his naivete there, losing his man. And that's going to put a damper on our party right now, guys. It's 1-0 for the Red Bulls. And I think the game is close enough to where this might be the end result, guys. We have to pull something here. And Espindola manages to go by all the defenders. He's going to go for the shot. And his first touch, again, fails him. But for some reason, the goalkeeper, it's not the goalkeeper, the ref is having pity on us. And he's giving us a PK. Either that or Sepp Blatter bottom. I'm not sure, guys. Or their commissioner. Who knows? But I honestly don't think that's a PK. It's just one of those instances where the game just seems to read it differently. If there's a tackle of any kind, apparently on the box, in the box I should say, they're going to claim it as a PK, but that technically was not because we did get a shot in, and we were already going on our way down anyway, so it shouldn't have been a PK. But I'll gladly take it, and Longo is going for this opportunity. He sets up, goes, and actually the goalkeeper guesses right, but doesn't basically position himself perfectly well to save it, which he should have actually, because there wasn't enough power in there. He didn't necessarily blast it in, and the goal just goes softly into the net. Never see the bench is very happy. And that's Longo's third. And we see here a substitution for the Red Bulls. Leo Stoltz is coming in for Felipe. And anyways, we see here Stoltz here, the guy who just got on, is going to pass it to Zumbar. Zumbar's going to go for the shot, but the shot is horribly wide. Nothing that will worry Andrew Dykstra there. And now he's going to put it back in play, guys. And we see here an opportunity we have here with Longo. Longo, one defender, that's all he has to beat, and he passes it to Spindola. And Spindola doesn't get the shot in quick enough, and nothing comes of it, guys. And here we have the last opportunity, but we lose it fairly quickly. And that's game, guys. It is a 1-1 draw. Nothing that I'm particularly happy about. We actually didn't play as well as I'd like. The 1-1 result is probably very generous for us because the ref called it, and to be honest, guys, it wasn't a PK. And we see here that we're going up against the Red Bulls yet again for our last round, I should say. So if we win this one, or if we tie, we'll basically be the superior team out of the two, and we'll claim the Atlantic Cup. And here we see that Nicky D actually wants a contract boost. He wants more money, and that's all fair, guys. I mean, he's actually played very well, and he actually has grown. And I just said actually like twice in a row, so I do apologize for that, guys. I'm still trying to get into the rhythm of conversing with you guys and trying to limit my ums and pauses there, so just bear with me here, guys. Just bear with me. I'm getting more of a hang of it, I should say, because if you guys have seen my earlier videos, I've actually made a couple of lengthy pauses, and so the fact that there's been improvement, and that's kind of been my goal with every video, improve a little bit. Obviously, before I had a less interested tone, I should say, less excitement. I know one of my commentators there in a previous video said that I should be more excited when I do the commentaries, and that is not an issue for me particularly. Maybe if I did these live, maybe there'd be more emotion in my commentary. But the reason, I guess, being is that my voice itself doesn't really lend itself to being as excited. So I kind of have to be a little bit more cheery, be a little bit more, maybe speak a little faster in order to uh, sound at least excited. And I'm trying to work on that, guys. And so surely at some point, I'll find a nice groove and I'll find a nice settled voice to commentate with. And here, obviously, I'm not going to comment on the roster here because it's fairly going to be the same thing. I'm using the same starting 11. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And they actually got me the victory on the first game, and they got me the tie this game. But unfortunately, right as we were trying to improve on our previous performance, we actually go down fairly early with a Sasha Kleshin goal. And I'm obviously not too happy about it, guys. It's not a good thing to go down early. And as I've seen here in this particular season, typically when we go down early, it is not a good thing for us. The fans are obviously very unhappy about that. And since the level change, basically, it's been a lot harder to make comebacks. And it's not that I haven't made any. And like I said, I've already pre-recorded the videos for tomorrow, guys, for Labor Day, if you're in the States. And so get really excited about that because there are very good games coming. Um, and I've actually already, I think, pre-recorded some other videos anyways. But I know some of you guys maybe don't like pre-recorded videos. Unfortunately, that's the best way for me to make these videos at the moment because I have school, I have work. While I could technically find some time to make live recordings, I'd actually like to use my time a little bit more wisely, especially in school because I'm repeating a class that I took last semester because I didn't do so well the last time. And here we see a great opportunity, and I had my doubts on if it was a penalty kick. Excuse me, not penalty kick. If it was offsides. And it was a beautiful goal too, so that made me more irritated than I should have been. But technically it is offsides, guys. And as we see here with Felipe having another opportunity, he goes for the shot, and that's a fairly close shot here. My defenders, I don't know what they're doing. They're not obviously marking Felipe well enough. But what a nice side tackle there, actually. And then I'm crapping on my defense, but that side tackle alone probably is what helped get the shot off wide anyways. We see here with Bover. Bover's going to center the ball. I think, no, he's going to make a cutback. He's going to go for the ball. He's going to center for the header for, I believe it's Dax McCarthy. And that, again, is too close. They're having too many opportunities on my goal, and we have to fix things, guys, defensively. We either have to keep more possession of the ball or something, because if this is going to continue, there's going to be a second goal for the Red Bulls, guys. We see Sasha Kleshin cutting in, going to Salcido. Salcido goes to Holberg, but my defense, my wall, that is Bill Hamid, does the job just well enough. And here, this is the end of the first half, guys. 1-0 so far. We are losing. And we started off this series, this Atlantic Cup series, so well with the 2-1 win. Then we get the draw, and now we're in the position that we were previously, where we're down a goal, and hopefully we can at least get a draw, guys. And we're going to make a couple changes here. I'm going to put in Chris Rolfe. I'm also going to put in Aguilar, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, I'm going to put in Luperto for Spindola. Luperto has actually been a very good sub off the bench, so I'm hoping he can have some magic there. And his pace is obviously fairly well amongst my strikers, so he's obviously one of the more speedier options that I have coming off the bench. Anyway, Celso's here with Bover. Bover passes it to Connor Lade, but Connor Lade's offsides, and I don't know why they're not calling it. And they took an extra minute or two to call it, but that was, I don't know. It's one of those issues where I'm not even gonna bother with it actually. Anyways, we see here another stupid opportunity that was given to the Red Bulls, and as I said before, guys, the Red Bulls have been dominant this game in general. They've been all over the place. They've been basically storming our D for some reason, and they're gonna get the second one. And that was a nice clinical shot there. And our defense should have done better, guys. I don't know what. I think that was Birnbaum. Or, no, it was Franklin. But I don't know if I blame Franklin for this because he's a fullback. So obviously position-wise, it would have taken him longer to get there. So it either had to be Birnbaum or Boswell. That's who I'm probably shifting more of the blame towards, even if it's maybe unjust of me to do so. Anyway, see here, Connor Lade. It looks like the Red Bulls are going for the third, and that's an offsides call. But even if it wasn't, Bill Hamid was there to make the awesome save, as he always does. And here we go with Birnbaum to Kemp. And in the last few minutes, guys, it's obvious that we're going to lose. But maybe we can get uh, a, uh, a goal here to at least lessen the blow. But as we see here, it's to not, as we lose to the Red Bulls 2-0, and they basically take the Atlantic Cup, guys. And I'm obviously disappointed, but what can you do? We're just going to have to brush this off and go on to the next game, guys. And anyways, like I said, remember guys that this weekend is a double upload weekend, so there will be a second video coming up momentarily. And I guess I should just plug in my stuff again. SFP, follow me on Twitter at SFP Soccer Show. Also follow my other channel called Soccer Fan Perspective. I'm going to be putting a video about my thoughts on the US versus Peru game. I'll probably put a link in the comments section down below, or I'll have some sort of link on the video itself, guys. And we see here that Nick DeLeon is actually refusing the contract, and that is not good, guys. I don't want him to leave, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, stay tuned for the next episode coming up soon.